I'm here today to talk to you about distracted driving and the impact that it has on our lives. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reported in 2012 more than 3,300 people lost their lives as a result of distracted driving. Also, they reported that 387,000 people were injured in those crashes. I'm here also to tell you about the three types of distractions: manual, visual, and cognitive. First being manual is actually taking your hands off the wheel when you're operating that motor vehicle. Second, visual. That's taking your eyes off the road. Maybe you're looking in the floor. Maybe you're looking at your child in the back seat, but you're looking at anywhere but down the road. And the third being cognitive. At one point in time in our driving, we're all guilty of it. Our minds are not on where we're going. If one or more of those are present, you're more than 3 times likely to have a crash. As traffic officer, I work many crashes and of those fatalities. The examples I'm going to give you are examples that I've not only had to work, but are also listed in the top 10 of the NHTSA, which is the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, that's short for it. Top 10 most distracted driving causes. So first of all is this cell phone. Cell phones are #1 distraction. More than 600,000 people each day operating a motor vehicle are using some form of electronic device. Cell phones are #1 traffic cause crash. There is an estimated 21% of 6,000 crashes by teenagers. Of that, 1,260 result in a fatality crash from a teenager from the ages of 15 to 19 years old as a result of a cell phone. Let's say you're traveling in your vehicle. You're traveling 55 miles per hour. Well, at 55 miles per hour, you're moving at approximately 80 feet per second. As you travel down the roadway, you receive a text message, or maybe your phone rings. NHTSA says that it takes an average of 4 to 6 seconds to visually see the phone, recognize what it is, and either answer the call or respond to that text. So in that 4 to 6 seconds, you have now traveled the distance of a football field. So that child you saw playing in the yard with its ball has now ran out in the roadway, maybe to retrieve its ball or maybe to cross the road and you did not see that. Or that bicyclist you saw on the shoulder is now in front of you, maybe making that left-hand turn. Second, eating while you're driving. Eating while you're driving is another big cause. All of us have jobs. We all get maybe an hour for lunch. Maybe you're in school, you have an hour between classes. You're going to run to your favorite burger joint. You're going to grab your hamburger. While you're doing that, you're driving. Maybe you're out running errands. You have a couple stops to make. You're trying to eat that hamburger, so you're taking your hand off that wheel. You're eating that hamburger. Now you're thirsty. You're grabbing that drink. Whole time you're doing anything but focusing on that road. While you're doing that, things are happening around you. Cars are moving. People are moving. How many people did you see on the road? How many cars may have passed you? Third being grooming. Now grooming is another big problem. Women putting on makeup. And not just to pick on the women in their makeup, men are just as guilty. Men shave. I have actually witnessed men going down the road shaving. Those cosmetic mirrors behind the visor, they're not there to be used when a vehicle's in motion. They're there when you're stopped. Second being, maybe you have a passenger in the car with you. As you're driving down the road, you have a passenger, maybe your friend, your mom, or your child in the back seat. You're talking. You're carrying on a conversation. You're not focused. Maybe you're in a heated discussion with your spouse. Or maybe your child is sick. You turn to the back seat to look at your child. The whole time that vehicle is in motion. Things still happen around you. Cars are moving. People are moving. Things continue to go on. What about the radio? We're all guilty of the radio. We all listen to the radio. We like to listen to our radios, our MP3 players, our CD players. We put those in. We drive around, we listen. Whole time, things are happening. Things go on. Maybe you find your favorite song. You have your passengers in the car. You're on your way to school. You have the song turned up loud. You're listening to your music. You're singing. You're having a good time. But you don't hear that horn blow from that fire truck. Or maybe you don't see that man pull out in front of you, making his right-hand turn, doesn't see you coming. Everything happens for a reason. And I'm telling you, distracted driving is a big issue here in the States. We have to educate our young in order to better prepare them for driving on the roadways. Of those 5 things, cell phones, eating and drinking, grooming, the radio, other passengers in the cars. Be cognitive of what you do. The life you save may not be yours. It may be mine. Thank you.
5 minutes and 28 seconds.